Around 1 million people are expected to work up a Thanksgiving appetite this morning by racing in turkey trots across America. Thanksgiving is the most popular running day of the year. The number of race finishers on this holiday has jumped by nearly 220,000 in the past 5 years. The right footwear obviously key to running a successful race. Anna Werner looks at which sneakers could be best for you. Anna, good morning.
Good morning. Well, you know, we've all walked into that sporting goods store and seen that massive wall of shoes. Consumers are faced with seemingly countless choices. And we wanted to know, are any of those innovations really helping you run longer or jump higher? And are those expensive shoes any better? Well, we went behind the scenes to try to get some answers.
3, 2, 1, go.
We're at the Portland, Oregon headquarters of sportswear maker Adidas, where footwear developers are using motion capture technology to design their latest shoes. Mechanical engineer Elise Hall explains how it works.
The blue kind of represents areas that aren't stretching as much.
It's called Aramis, the same technology NASA has used to analyze the stress on the outer hulls of space shuttles. So here they look at how materials stretch on the foot while it's in motion.
We're using it to map the body from head to toe.
Andy Barr is Adidas Global Category Director.
We've used it in the latest running products to show the way that the skin stretches and moves. By knowing more about the body, you can make better products.
They've used it while developing shoe lines like the Ultra Boost and Alpha Bounce, with new materials in the soles that the company claims give wearers an extra boost when running or walking. Their ideas, Adidas hopes, will give it an edge in the competitive athletic shoe sector, a market worth an estimated $99 billion last year. Manufacturers tout their latest innovations with prices to match. Some shoes sell for upwards of $300. But are they worth it?
The way a shoe performs is probably not related to the price of the shoe.
University of Nevada biomechanics professor John Mercer studies athletic shoes.
So if I spend $150, that shoe may be no better than a $50 shoe?
Well, it depends. The problem with the shoe industry is everyone needs a little different shoe.
At Mercer's lab in Las Vegas, he's analyzed dozens of shoe brands and styles.
What year are these?
Everything from the original Nikes
Probably early 1970s.
to unusual underwater running shoes with gills.
And if you can increase resistance, that's good.
His latest study examines these new ultra-cushioned shoes called Hoka One Ones. Did they reduce impact for runners? Mercer found it depended on the person wearing them, which he says is what he's generally found for athletic shoes on the whole.
We take one pair of shoes and we put it in 10 different people. Everyone could run a little bit differently in those shoes.
So it might work for one person, that shoe,
Yeah.
and wouldn't work for somebody else.
That's right.
Some shoe companies have gotten into trouble by making generalized claims. The Federal Trade Commission sued shoe companies Reebok and Skechers over their easy tone and shape-up shoe lines. The government found advertising claims that the rounded shoe could help firm your backside and promote weight loss to be false and unsubstantiated. Both companies settled for millions of dollars, but with no admission of liability.
So when somebody says to you, John, what kind of shoe should I buy?
Well, I tell them, first of all, don't be brand loyal and don't be model loyal. That means you got to be open to trying different types of shoes to figure out what is going to work for you.
He recommends taking shoes for a test run, and if you're a serious athlete, maybe even have an expert analyze your running style.
Demand is outpacing the supply at the moment.
Barr at Adidas hints there's changes coming in the future.
I think the future is going to be a more personalized experience, so trying to personalize product to your specific running style.
And how do you do that?
Well, that's under wraps for the moment.
So, more to come. And Hoka had no comment on Mercer's study. But as we said, the best shoe for you is likely to be a very individual choice. A couple of guidelines, however. Mercer does say that if you are a heel striker, you're probably going to, which 90% of people are, you're probably going to want to look for something with a little bit more cushion. So like the shoes that, I can't run anymore, bad knees, regrettably. But, but I'm wearing the running shoes anyway because, I'm aspirational. But something with, something with a little bit more cushion. But if you are a forefront striker, you strike with the front of your foot first when you run, then you might want something a little bit flatter. These are just pulled from my home collection.
Simple white sneakers.
Nice.
Yeah. Everybody's got lots of.
You know, the best sneakers in the whole studio, the whole city right now.
That is
Tony,
right.
can we see your
Yeah.
sneakers? By the
Yeah,
way?
those are that's great.
Fashion at its
Look at those.
Tony is the
Sneakers.
sneaker master, and these are the holiday sneakers.
Those are awesome.
Those
these
are
again?
totally awesome.
Those are Nikes, right? But
Awesome.
like,
Yeah.
They've got.
but it's when I
about
saw
fashion.
your piece, I thought of my mom, who always said like the $80 brand was not as good as the $10 brand. So I wanted Nikes, and I got ponies. Mom.
But they may have been just
Ponies or roos. Remember kangaroos?
Yeah, if you're going to outgrow them, you're a kid in 6 months, get the cheaper ones.